friend.
Hi guys, it's Esme
and Miranda
from Girlspiration, and so today we're going to be showing you guys a couple places to go in Chicago that you might be traveling to, or you live in Chicago, and here are some of my favorite places and Miranda's favorite places to visit.
These places are really fun and really cool, so if you're ever in Chicago, we hope that you come and visit these places.
Some of these places are unique and special to just Chicago, and you can't visit other places. And also don't forget to subscribe, follow us on our social media links, and let's get started. Here at the North Avenue Beach, there is a boat on the sand that includes cafes and seafood that you can buy of all sorts, including beachside burgers, seafood, shrimp, etc. And you can also enjoy the view of the beach while relaxing at the same time. There's also pools where you can set up your own volleyball nets to play volleyball. You can also play different kinds of sports like little games of football, little games of different sorts of things on the sand. There's also many other activities you can do besides sports. You can also kayak and swim. The beach is great for people of all ages, from little kids to older adults. The North Avenue Beach is really pretty on a sunny, cloudless day. The boat also includes 2 levels. At the top, you can enjoy a pretty view at the same time while eating lunch or dinner. You can also get a great view of the buildings behind the beach. I especially love to write in the sand, run in the sand, play little games on the sand.
The Water Tower Place is an 8-floor shopping center which also includes a Broadway theater. Inside of the many floors, there are multiple levels with different kinds of places to shop at. The first floor includes a lot of makeup stores, including MAC, Shiseido, Estee Lauder, Urban Decay, Lancome, Chanel, and many more. Upstairs, there are also clothing stores. There are also handbag stores, including brands like Calvin Klein, Michael Kors. There's a wide variety of shoe selections, including brands like Clark's and Franco Sarto. Although most of the store specializes in women's products, there is also men's and children's items to shop at on different levels of the Water Tower Place. The Water Tower itself is a historic landmark to Chicago. It is one of the few buildings still surviving after the Chicago fire. You can go inside. Unfortunately, you can't go up to the top, but there's a couple little artifacts on the first floor giving a bit of history.
The Chicago River Walk is a great place to see the Chicago River. From there, you can also see some tour boats which you can go on to hear about the history of Chicago, and people kayaking, which I think is a great place to kayak. There are also amazing cafes, restaurants to go and have a bite. You can also see the beautiful view of downtown Chicago and all the buildings and architecture around the river. The Riverwalk is also a great place to just escape from all the commotion of the busy streets and the traffic and just take a walk past the bridge.
Michigan Avenue is also a very famous spot for shoppers. There are lots of stores on the area, including Apple, Levi's, Ann Taylor, Zara, Coach, Forever 21, and many more. There's a section on Michigan Avenue called the Magnificent Mile, which is where the most places to shop at are. There are lots of famous brands ranging from different prices and styles. Michigan Avenue also includes lots of cafes to take a break, rest, and enjoy the scenery at.
If you love Italian food, you'll definitely love Italy. They have the best and finest Italian food you can find in Chicago. They have a variety of food, from seafood to bakeries to pizza to gelato to pasta, and there's so many things to explore and taste there. It is located at 43 East Ohio Street with a 63,000 square foot retail space. There's 2 floors, 9 types of categories: meat, seafood, cheese, pasta, pizza, vegetables, and many more. 6 on-site production laboratory, which means they make the food right in front of you. They also sell items you can buy to bring home, so it's a grocery store and a restaurant all in one. They also have a dessert and gelato bar where you can buy your fruits, desserts, and all that kinds of stuff, also, meanwhile, eating at the restaurants. This place is a must.
The Willis Tower, previously known as the Sears Tower, is a 108-story, 1,451-foot skyscraper. It is one of the most popular landmarks in Chicago. When it was completed in 1973, it was the world's tallest building, and it held that title for almost 25 years. At the top of the Willis Tower, there are glass boxes where tourists can step out into and look all the way down below. It's really scary for some people, but it's also a really cool experience.
If you are a sports fan, here's the spot for you. At Wrigley Field, home of the Chicago Cubs, the current seating capacity is over 41,000. It is the oldest National League ballpark where you can watch your favorite Cubs player play.
The Buckingham Fountain is a beautiful fountain located in the center of Grant Park. Dedicated in 1927, it is one of the largest fountains in the world. It was dedicated by Kate Buckingham. This is a really nice place to take pictures. Lots of weddings are held here. It lights up with different colors at night, and it's a really misty, nice place to cool off.
Also located in downtown Chicago is the John Hancock Building. John Hancock was the person who signed the Constitution in his famous large cursive letters. You can also go up to the top to see a great view of Chicago. Over 89,000 square feet of Class A commercial office space, 34,000 square feet of radio broadcast facilities, and over 172,000 square feet of retailer stores, including Best Buy, Cheesecake Factory, North Face, and many more.
Navy Pier is also a very popular attraction in Chicago, mostly known for its Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel was just updated in May 2016. They have plush seats that can hold up to 6 people with temperature control and screens inside them with facts about Navy Pier. There are many rides to do other than the Ferris wheel. There are these swings that go really high. There's also rides for younger kids, including a carousel. Inside of Navy Pier, there are lots of little shops. There's a macaroon place. There's popular places like Starbucks, places to sit down and eat. Also inside is a nice green room with a lot of different tropical trees and water fountains. It's a really nice place to sit down and have lunch. And for younger kids, there's a children's museum with lots of cool activities inside. Outside, since Navy Pier is located right near the water, there's lots of boat tours that Some are architecture tours, some are more of cruise ships, and some are tours where you can get a bit of a splash. They're really fun on a nice hot day. Also at Navy Pier is the Shakespeare Theater, where there are lots of different shows. If you're that kind of person, you can go and check those out as well.
Here at the Tribune Tower, you can find over 120 different types of rocks and pieces of sculptures from famous landmarks all over the world, including pieces from Holland, Germany, France, China, and places like Notre Dame, temples, Roman ruins, Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, and more. Some facts about the tower is that it used to be held as a Catalan, which means there are a set of bells in a tower played using a keyboard. I absolutely love to touch each rock knowing they once were from somewhere in the world. There's also a cafe and a candy bar right next to the Tribune Tower, so you can always take a break and eat some candy and have a nice sip of tea.
Millennium Park is known for lots of different landmarks in Chicago. One of them is the Crown Fountain, which a lot of people also like to call the face fountain. They're fountains with faces projected onto the screens with water spilling off of them. It's really nice to feel the mist blow at you, and if you're a little kid, it's nice to splash around inside. Millennium Park also includes the Bean, which is a really cool reflective statue that looks like a bean. Lots of people like to go there to take pictures. It's like a reflective mirror, which is why it attracts so many people because of the material it's made out of. Also located in the park is the pavilion where lots of concerts, orchestras, and bands play. You can sit and relax and have a picnic there while also enjoying some wonderful music. If you'd like to take a break at the park, you can dip your feet in the water at the gardens. There's a small little area of water where people throw pennies to make wishes, and you can dip your feet inside while also observing the beautiful flowers around you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope some of these places have convinced you to come and visit Chicago.
And also make sure to give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and also comment down below if you ever visit Chicago, which places you would like to enjoy, or the best places you probably enjoy if you came to Chicago. Bye guys!
Oh baby,